It's so great to have some incredible sponsors and supporters here, and Joe Cassady is here from Aerojet Rocketdyne. You presented yesterday, but you've been in the audience today. I've been watching your tweets as well. Why are you here supporting this, and why are you sticking around for day 2?
It may surprise you to know this, but Aerojet Rocketdyne's been part of Mars exploration from the very beginning. The Viking landers had our engines on them. Every spacecraft who's ever successfully landed on Mars has landed with engines built by our company in Redmond, Washington. We're passionate about Mars. We're passionate about the human exploration of space. We're part of SLS. We're part of Orion. We're going to be there when we land that first woman on the moon in a few years. So it's only natural that we would be a major sponsor and a major supporter. And I personally am also on the board of Explore Mars, so I kind of have to be here all 3 days.
You don't have to be here, but it's an exciting conversation that we're having every couple of minutes. Coming up next is going to be the Afghan women's robotics team. So when we talk about inclusivity and we talk about women in science, this is what we're pushing to see as the normal. What are you hoping that these young women are saying?
I'm just excited that we were able to bring them over. Working with Carrie and the Musk Foundation, we were really hoping we could do this, and it's such an inspirational story. I mean, coming from the place in the world where they're coming from, and all the things that girls have to overcome in some other societies, and to see them having done this and focusing on a STEM thing like a robotics team. I think it's going to surprise some people, and that's happening. And that's part of the beauty of this conference. I love the last panel talking about entertainment. We do a lot of things here that aren't what people traditionally think of as a technical forum that would do. We try to get out of those bounds and open it up to more people, make it more accessible to everyone.
And you're an integral part of the Mars report that also came out. You presented on that yesterday, which is available online on the live stream as well. Any things that we should be looking forward to next year? Any things that you're seeing bubbling up for the report for 2020?
Oh yeah, 2020 is going to be a very exciting year. We got another rover headed off to Mars with our propulsion on it again. But it's going to be the start of the sample return. We've got the international mission, the ExoMars, going from the European side. And of course, all the missions really today are international. But we also see the UAE, going back to that part of the world again, the UAE launching their HOPE mission in 2020. It's becoming a global fascination. I mean, it's always been a global fascination with Mars, but now people are actually being able to go and do this. So it's a very, very exciting time.
It's kind of like the picture behind us. It's so close we can reach out and touch it.
Exactly.
What if you had to tweet something out, using the hashtag humans to Mars that you were hoping that somebody would answer, what would you tweet out?
Watch what we do next.
Oh, and you would want people to answer that. Okay, so if you're maybe a young person and you want to answer Joe's tweet, Joe, you've got a pretty good handle on Twitter too. What is it?
Mars Joe.
Mars Joe. So at Mars Joe wants to know, watch what we do next. And if you're a young person out there who's watching this, what would you do next out to forward this mission into the future? Thanks so much, Joe. You actually also have a great video that we're going to be able to share with everybody out there. Tell us what we're going to be watching.
Oh, you're going to see a little bit about our company and all the roles that we play for NASA and for the broader exploration of space. So I think it's pretty cool just to let it describe itself.
It's pretty cool. So let's check it out and enjoy. We'll be back shortly with more live coverage from the Humans to Mars Summit, and we'll be going to show you a video and then back with the Afghan robotics team.
After 7 decades of exploring our solar system, Aerojet Rocketdyne is now embarking on its next great space endeavor, sending humans back to the moon and creating a deep space gateway. This lunar outpost will provide explorers a safe place to live and work while preparing for the long haul to Mars. Our power and propulsion elements will play a central role in the orbital maneuvering and station keeping, life support, and other essential electrical components on the Deep Space Gateway. When the Space Launch System makes its climb into space, it will be powered by 4 RS-25 booster engines. Once the rocket has safely reached space, our jettison motor pulls the launch abort system away from the rocket. 4 RL-10 engines on the upper stage will then take over to propel the crew toward their destination. The Orion spacecraft's reaction control system, along with the European Service Module's OMS engine and auxiliary engines, will provide trajectory correction maneuvers. After 8 out of 8 successfully landed robotic missions on Mars and 5 orbiters circling the red planet, humans will soon be joining them. Sending habitats and cargo to Mars with electric propulsion ahead of the crew will enable shorter travel time and shorter setup time on planet. Additionally, we are working on nuclear thermal propulsion to quickly transport astronaut crews to deep space and safely back to Earth. The SLS rocket will also allow in-depth exploration of potential life-bearing worlds such as Europa. This extensive suite of propulsion will be responsible for opening this new chapter in space exploration, science, and discovery, and may one day reveal the answer to, are we alone in the universe? We're ready for the next giant leap in space exploration.